Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and lakehomes.com. Today, I want to talk to you about busting 3 myths about lake home foreclosures. You know, anytime the economy kind of shifts and you hear in the news foreclosures are up, we always see an influx of people reaching out to our agents across the country going, hey, I heard their foreclosures up and I would be real interested. And one of the things people don't realize, there's 3 myths that these folks have typically fallen for. So let me tell you what they are so you don't fall for them. Myth number 1, you can get a deal. Well, most people who buy a lake home can't afford it. In fact, over half the transactions we do across the country for lake real estate are cash. And the people who do get a mortgage have the means. It's a second home, it's a premium. They've paid extra to get that home at the lake. And so they have the means to either get out of the deal, or even the bank. Let's say a bank does foreclose on one. The market is very hot right now. In fact, a bank may actually make money by foreclosing, and they really don't want to do that, but right now the market is so hot. If there's a home that's foreclosed on, which will be exceptionally rare, then you're not going to get a deal on a home. That's from when the whole market is trashed, and we are not in a trashed market. Myth number 2 about lake home foreclosures is that foreclosures are up. Well, there are headlines across the country now that the moratorium on mortgage foreclosures is ended from COVID across the country. I have seen headlines that said foreclosures have begun to rise across the country. But just like I mentioned a minute ago, that doesn't happen at the lake. There are very few foreclosures, even when it's happening in other sectors of real estate. Lake homes are not owned by first-time homeowners who've gotten in over their head. They are owned by an older population with financial means, and they can even sell the home at this market, and even if they were behind and need to sell, they could sell and cover their mortgage because they made that mortgage at a time that it was the lower value of the property. So they might even make money if they're at risk of foreclosure. So foreclosures may be up in all of real estate, but not at the lake. And myth number 3, banks will discount foreclosures. Well, again, that's a myth that we think about during the real estate bust of years ago. And the deal is, banks right now, as I said a minute ago, they actually can make money on a property because demand is so high and inventory is so low that they don't need to discount it. They don't need to move it at all. In fact, it could be a business opportunity for them. So if you're thinking, when you see the headline, foreclosures are up, I'm going to rush and get a deal at the lake, folks, it ain't happening. So you can find a home though if you want one, but you're going to just have to compete in the market, and we have the agents and the inventory across the country to help you find a lake home. So if foreclosures up get you excited about being at the lake, you should just go to the lake anyway. That's what everyone else is doing, it seems, and we're very excited to help everybody do that. You can go at lakehomes.com and find tens of thousands of non-foreclosed properties for sale right now that someone would be delighted to do a transaction and get you in your lake home. Just realize you're not going to get a foreclosure deal at the lake, but you can still, with a good agent, get a quality transaction and get you living your lake lifestyle. So visit us at lakehomes.com to see these properties, to find our own licensed agents who are experts in their local market, as well as other ideas and videos like these. I hope this has been helpful, and good luck. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.